What I think the CJM does really well is to look at the range of people with disabilities that the museum serves and not only provide access, being able to get in the door, but having programmatic access. So the exhibits are accessible to people in different formats, that programming is accessible. Bringing disabled artists in, to teach or to present or to perform is really important.
Come with me so you're all facing the same way that they're facing. Okay, everybody comes in the door. So you see,
one of the ways that I think the CJM is important is that it wasn't just, helping a few poor blind people or whatever get access somewhere, but it was actually a way to broaden the conversation around what an exhibit was, what art is, what roles different people play in a community, and not just as spectators, but as creators of art.
Angled here, you can actually kind of feel that there are two letters that are have very strong angles.
So here at the CJM, whether we're developing a program, a guided tour, or assessing our facilities for accessibility, we're always looking to the input and feedback of community members with disabilities.
It's helpful to get it in our brains, to think about the ways that people make assumptions about people with disabilities, but there's been a real seismic shift. It's not just been one person, not just Cecile's commitment, but a real institutional commitment, so that when I come to the museum, I don't have to come on disability days or disability events. I can come anytime. And the museum staff is trained and welcoming.
Inclusion is not an on-off switch. We're constantly fine-tuning it. We're thinking about our relationships, we're thinking about the practices. Every piece of this is an ever-evolving, in-dialogue aspect of what we do.
For the last 5 years, we've been hosting Superfest, the International Disability Film Festival, and prior to that, we didn't have a lot of experience in developing accessible events. And within the first few years, we quickly learned, how do we provide open captioning? How do we provide audio description? Having a floor plan that is designed with wheelchair users in mind. Having a scent-free environment. So all of these different elements really help to contribute to creating a more accessible space, a more accessible program where everyone benefits.
It's always a work in progress. It's always something that you're trying to make better. It's never going to be, 100% for everybody, and one fix will introduce two other problems. But nonetheless, it's part of it's almost like a dance. It's like a ballet that you do with an organization, with different groups within the disability community, with city officials, with anybody that's involved in this. It's this amazing choreography that happens, and you don't even know it's happening till you're in the middle of it.
There's continual room for improvement and for growth. And I think that the CJM is really taking this to heart in a deep way, in a meaningful way.
I'm here. Hi, Access to the arts is a civil right. Everyone should be able to participate fully and meaningfully in the arts and in cultural life.
When I think about museum work, I think of it as a deep responsibility. And I think of it as a responsibility to building a better society. And that really forms the core of the work that we do here. And it also forms the core of our commitment to inclusion. Because at its very heart, that is one of the most important ways we can build a better society.